Okay, hey everyone, it's me, Bren, host of the Garden Chat Live, and I'm really excited today. You guys are all the way across the pond, aren't you? You're in Italy,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I've
We're in
got
Milan, Italy.
awesome. So I've got Nazim and Betty, his wife, okay, help me out. Is it KZ.com?
Perfect. Casa Chiesi.
Oh,
Exactly.
I told you earlier, I have a hard enough time with English. Oh, so exciting. So we got a little bit of a time difference here. You're pretty much done with dinner now, right?
We're
Yes,
yes, yes.
7:30 here.
Yeah, no, it's not
Not that.
7:30. It's eight something.
It's yeah, 8:15. Yeah.
It's like, where are we? So, exciting. Go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys introduce yourselves. Tell me a little bit about you're a couple. You're married, right?
Yes,
Yes.
we got married in Miami 24 years ago.
Yes.
Yes.
We met in Miami. We fell in love and immediately got married. And Betty, tried to live and figure out the United States a little bit, and she tested for 2 years, but she said no. She's a makeup artist, so her work was mostly in Milan and London and Paris, and she said, I need to go back. And I said, well, I can sacrifice. I'll move to Italy any day.
All right.
So he came.
That is very cool. So, and that was not too long ago, right? 91, I think, right?
It was when he moved. It was the end of 93.
Yeah, it was the end of '93, and that's when I moved over. And I'm a architect, and I also have a digital agency that does websites and apps. So she's a makeup artist. We got married, we ended up deeply in love with Italy, which brings us back to Casa Chiesi, which Casa Chiesi is the project that we started 2 years ago on August of 2014, and it revolves around Italian lifestyle from the point of view of a couple that live in Italy.
I love it. It's cool. I love how you have everything on that beautiful website, which I don't know if I would have fallen upon it, even though I'm a foodie myself. I love the recipes, and you've got quite a few of those on your page. But I actually started following you on social media on Blab, right?
Correct. We met on Blab, which is a platform for those that don't know about Blab. It is a platform where you have 4 windows and people can converse, and and on that platform, I was there there was people from Google Hangouts that I knew that brought me over to Blab. So I was in there and I was meeting a lot of great folks. And once in a while, I would talk about Casa Chiesi. But we did not use that platform specifically as a platform to broadcast about our love for Italy. I used it more for engaging and meeting great people, and also meeting as we have met on that platform, Brenda.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just every time you'd come on Blab, I'd always click on the search. You just click and it takes you over to the website. And it was so funny hearing people that were just seeing you live say, "Oh, are you a bed and breakfast?" or what? And I'm like, what? Do you look at his website? It's gorgeous. It's Italy.
Thank you. Yeah, I know that's
an author.
Yeah, some people are very lazy, so they just immediately look at the logo and said, "Oh, they must be a restaurant or bed and breakfast." But once you look at the content on the site in Casa Chiesi, we talk about different articles regarding Italian lifestyle from what point of view, from tons of.
Yeah, we do art and food and places to visit and habits. Different things, different point of views.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. So I also noticed on there that you have a book. It's an ebook, right?
Yes.
Eatinghealthy.com is where you can find out more about that. Order the book.
Yeah, eating hard. Let me.
Heart. I'm sorry.
Let me see if I can share that for a second.
It's gorgeous.
It's a really nice book. And
did the book come before the website, or how'd that work?
The book came before the website. The book the concept behind the book was what brought in, once she finished writing the book, and it was very hard for her to write the book because it's recipes related to stories, and she's a very good writer, and I kept saying, like, these stories are great, and she's like, yeah, I'm never going to do a book. And then finally we combined with a photographer friend of ours in Austin, Texas. She did the book, and we self-published it, and then now you can also get it on the iPad. And after that project she said, you know, I would like to continue talking about our love for Italy. So Casa Chiesi is a direct derivation, in my opinion, of Eating Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way, yes, because the book is a book with recipes. It has 20 menus with the different recipes in, but each menu has one recipe that is related to the person that gave it to me, and I wrote a little story about this person or about the situation, let's say. So it's more about the love that we have for food in Italy. That is it's a very strong relationship. So and actually I started from the tales, you know, from the stories. The foods, the recipe came after. So it's more about telling what is this strong relationship that we have in Italy with food. It is food, love, and I don't know, the Italian way of being.
I love that about, and I feel that on your website, just, you know, that whole connection of, you know, Italians to me, I've never been there. It's on my bucket list. One day I hope to come. I went to go out to the fields, you know, and see how everything's grown. But a neat thing about what I see from your culture is, you know, food is you know, it's a little bit of everything. It's a lifestyle. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, you live it. It's art.
Yeah, in fact, you know, it's a very strong part of the Italian life, the food, you know, so it's more than food. It's a way of being.
Yeah. Totally.
Maybe what we can do is highlight. I'll go to a screen share. Maybe highlight a couple of the articles that.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you grab one of my favorites on there. Is speaking of traveling to Italy, you know, it can be quite intimidating. You know, I live out in Ohio. It's farmland. It's kind of intimidating going. Not to mention into town, now go to another country, right? So you have a story on there about pop-up hotels or a pop-up hotel.
Oh, okay. We'll bring that one up. Okay.
I love that one. The video, you both interviewed a gentleman, and he kind of explained what that was about. Very cool. I don't know if you can elaborate on that as well, Betty.
It was a very interesting story. I'll let Betty talk about it as I look for it.
Last summer we went to Tuscany to visit a friend in an area that is called the Casentino. That is where, for those that have some Catholic background, where San Francesco used to live. And it's a very wild area. You know, Tuscany is a little bit like a playground nowadays, you know, because everybody goes there for wine and stuff. But this is a little bit outside of the normal roads, and it's roads.
Yeah, correct. It's a gorgeous place.
So it's a little bit wild and separated from the rest. And we were visiting this friend, as I was saying before, and she mentioned this place. That was taken over by a group of young Dutch people, and they made a pop-up hotel, because the hotel is open only 90 days. That's what where the name comes from. 90 days from the beginning of June to the end of September, for the beginning of September, and it's an amazing place.
Gorgeous.
You go there, you drive there, but you know, it's a very narrow road, and it's better not to meet anybody that comes from the other direction when you try to climb up there. And you see the view.
This is the view from the dining area.
So they have like 20 small stone houses, and a restaurant that is a very simple restaurant where they cook with you know, local ingredients, and it's an amazing place, really.
That's what I would like to see. That's beautiful. That's so fun. So basically, I mean, your website's basically it's a blog where you're sharing, you know, what you're seeing over there in Italy to promote people to come take a look, right?
Yeah, the thing is that, you know, traveling a lot around the world, I realized that there are a lot of come si dice, preconcepts
Yeah.
about Italy. And actually, what we want to show is the lever behind that people don't know so much, which is not Rome, Florence, and Venice, but it's all the rest. It is very interesting and less famous.
Yeah, we tend to go off the beaten path because everybody's like, well, why, but we do visit certain areas that that we would like to highlight, but we like to highlight it not from the typical sites that everybody's familiar with, but from very interesting things that that you can visit in Italy don't see it that much.
I love that. That's why I like connecting with you. I'm just like that. I'm the one, I'll go to like Napa. I'm sure you've been to Napa.
Yeah, Napa Valley. Yeah.
And never stay on that straight path. I like to go out, go look at that field and, the windmill and all that stuff going on. So I love that about your site. And then it's loaded with recipes. You have cool recipes.
So what we're trying to put in the book, in the blog, recipes that are easy to make, because also the problem for a foreigner that is trying to cook Italian recipes is the ingredients, because Italian cuisine is made of ingredients. So we're trying to do simple things that you can share with your friends and make it in an easy way, pretty fast, and it's enjoyable.
Yeah, I love. I can't wait to try the onion jam recipe. I just planted a whole bunch of new red onions actually. So I'm really excited to try that recipe. It looks pretty simple.
You should. It's simple and it's so tasty and it's surprising. So it's a good thing to have in the fridge to.
Let me highlight one of my favorites. So there's a portion on the site where there's something that's basically here in Italy called frische, where it's fried vegetables, and it's fantastic. And it's a very short little video, and I can maybe share it, where she's with her sister, and you can see the sort of fun stuff that they tend to do when they're in the kitchen together. Let me see if I can highlight that for a second. Hold on.
I love that. That's what I love about your site. It's so natural. You're so real. It's why a bed and breakfast. What? Look at the website.
Let me show you this one. This is very short video that they did highlighting the frische. And let me just get it started. Mm-hmm. Hopefully. And let's see if you can see that.
Mia sorella dice sempre che sbaglio. My sister says that I'm always wrong. Guarda, questo sembra un granchio.
So this is something that is very easy to do. And when you make this little fried things, usually people is very, very happy. Before dinner, you make it, you fry them, and then you serve them warm. And we really like to cook together. I have two sisters, and we really like to do that together.
You have to be two people and to be very well synchronized. Zacchete. And you make and you eat. You make and you eat. Girati. Up. Back. Back. And they turn.
So Brenda, you will find the recipe behind, So if you want to try, you'll see it's very easy.
Yeah, it looks like you have herbs in it or something. Like maybe it's a dough.
Yeah, exactly. We put in that case some herbs, but you can put onions. You can put whatever you like. It always tastes good.
Very cool. So there's more than just recipes and travel. Well, different locations in Italy. You share a lot of the arts. There's artwork on your
Yeah.
page as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a very nice mix of
Yeah.
different topics, and it's it's the special sort of stuff that we kind of like to do together, which is what makes it. I always believe that you have to do what you love to do, and passion, and also looking at your stuff, Brenda, your site, you can tell that there's a passion. You're bringing out a lot of really great, regarding gardening and regarding food and recipes. And we were looking at the site yesterday. I was like, wow, this is great. So
Thank you.
I think we're on the same wavelength, if you know what I mean.
Totally. Yeah. And it's just so exciting talking to you. The magic of social media, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So, what's your next adventure?
What is our next adventure?
We just started. Actually, we'll start tomorrow.
No, Friday. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Oh, yeah, Friday. Tomorrow's gonna rain.
That's why we're starting.
Friday.
On Friday. We have gotten invited by. Let me just bring that up, maybe on another screen share. It's on our latest blog post. We were very lucky to have been invited by the Italian live streaming initiative. So there's a group of. I think there are about 20 live streamers from Italy, and what they liked what they saw what we're doing, so they invited us to do live streaming with them, and we are doing a new show called Casa Chiesi's Secret Milan, where it's a bi-weekly show, and talk a little bit about it, Betty.
Yeah, the principle is more or less similar to our site, but we are going to concentrate on Milan because we have to do it twice a month. So we decided to make the range a little bit smaller, and we will meet people and tell something secret about Milan that can be historical or can be related to food, exactly like we do for our site.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be great.
Very cool. So you're very active on social media. You're all over the different platforms. I love that. Is this, how will they be doing the live stream?
Okay, right now we're looking at Periscope, but in our opinion, I think we're going to be doing a combination Periscope and also Facebook, because I think those are two platforms at the moment that are quite, they have an account, and we share out from Casa Chiesi. They do the sharing out, and we're going to probably do Periscope first. I think it's 6 o'clock our time, midday, and right after that, then we're going to do the same similar copy on Facebook.
He is the social media expert. I don't understand anything.
But it's kind of like me and my husband. He hides, or I put like grumpy kitty face on him.
But my intuition is that it's too early to decide which is the best one. I mean, it's still researching. So probably one is good for one thing, and the other one is good for another thing. So I think that it's better to cover them all at the moment, because none of them is perfect, and all of them are interesting, in a way.
That's a very good point. And
that's a very good point. Yeah, I think so too.
So if our audience wants to connect with you and follow this, where's the place to find all the activity? Like on your website, probably?
Okay, the main place to find our activity is on casachiesi.com. And it's www.casachiesi.com. And that is basically the Casa Chiesi carries through also on Periscope, on Facebook page. We have a Facebook.com/Casa Chiesi, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on her favorite social media platform, which is
Pinterest.
I love that.
Yeah, so that's where, that's where they can find us online. Do you want I'd like to, if we have a chance and we have a couple of more minutes, I'd like to maybe show a little bit about the book. Maybe we can do a screen share.
Definitely, I would love that. Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay, let me try that.
And now, so
Let's see
that
how
was written, that's been a few years since you wrote that, right? Just,
You can tell from the picture.
that's all right. Yeah.
Let me see if I can share this out, because we can go through it with where we can basically look at it, because it has a preview that shows you the whole book. So let me see if this works. Can you see that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see how I can. Oh wait, I gotta go to the page. 1 second. And yeah, I can go ahead and move the pages. So maybe Betty can talk a little bit about the book a little bit better.
So what can I tell you, is a very passionate project, and it all started from the first story that was my uncle and my aunt that were together for a lifetime, and they used to cook rabbit on Thursday. You know that rabbit, I know in the States is a very strange thing to eat, but it's very common in Italy. And she was not eating the liver of the rabbit, giving to him because it was an offer. You know, she loved it. And all his life, he ate it, even if he didn't like them, to make her happy. So for a lifetime, they had this game that was totally absurd of renouncing and giving, and it was absolutely with no purpose. So I thought that this was like come si dice, una parabola.
It was oh boy, that's a hard word. I can't translate that word. It's a parable, but no.
Yeah, you know, things that happen in life and in love, you know. So I started to try to discover things that were related to love and food, and you know, all the 20 stories came out very easily, and then I put all the recipes together, and this friend of mine, Tosca, came to shoot the pictures. She came in wintertime to shoot the winter recipes, and she came in summertime to shoot the summer recipes. So it was a very long work, but I'm happy and proud about it.
Yeah, it's very nice. And also we apart from the hearts, the hard copy version, there is an iPad app version that can be found at eatingheart.com. So those are the projects that's what's really this whole book started, really the whole Casa Chiesi adventure in my
concepts
and concept. No, we carried on from there. And as I say to everybody, you know, everybody keeps thinking, well, you know, what's the goal down the road? And the goal down the road for now is we're enjoying what we're doing, and we love and we want people to really see Italy through our eyes. And if they come and visit, even better. So that is an open invitation, Brenda. So,
what's the best season to come to Italy?
What is the best season to come to Italy?
I would say spring and autumn.
Yeah.
For sure, because wintertime can be very cold in the north. Mm-hmm. It can be okay in the south. Mm-hmm. And summer can be very hot, both in the north and in the south. Okay. That's good. So I would say that spring and autumn are the best time to come.
Very good to know. So I guess I misunderstood. The book, you can, there's a hard copy of it too as well?
There's a hard copy that is available on Blurb because it's self-published. It is a self-published book. We went through the whole process when she wrote it, and we went to the States and we got in touch with editors. Our photographer friend who did the photographs, she's very well known in America for specializing in children photography, and she tried with all the editors, and everybody said it's a gorgeous book, the stories are great, but you're not famous. You're not a famous personality.
Oh, I think you are.
Thank you. So what ended up happening is we published it, we self-published it. And it is a little bit pricey being self-published, so that's why we offered also the iPad version.
That's very cool. That's good to know. I know a lot of gardeners who are just growers and they feel they're not, at that level yet to actually publish a book. This would be a great opportunity because I like those.
It was a very interesting process for us. And in the fact, the funny thing that has become of all out of this that right now, today she was in a meeting, is that she published this book and it's both in Italian and English. And after pushing it, she said, well, I did it. I got it out of the system. I'm happy. But somebody mentioned it to an editor here in Italy who looked at it and said, this is a gorgeous book. And he got in touch with us, saw Casa Chiesi, and says, I like the way she writes. And he called her, and she's working on a separate project that is related to
beauty.
Ah.
Beauty, makeup, and, so that, that's quite interesting. He basically also told us that food is people are getting a little bit tired of food.
What?
Yeah, I know. That's what he said. So we were like, well, whatever. So she's working on an outline project, and that will probably be published in Italian, though, from what we.
Gotta eat, right?
I know you.
Hello.
It's like saying that people's getting fed up with love. It doesn't make any
Exactly. What the heck? Okay. Oh well, how exciting! Well, I can't wait to see. When you take that live, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we'll update everybody via all the social platforms.
Very fun. So it's been wonderful. What an honor to speak to you both. Thank you so much for taking the time today to share with me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda. We really appreciate the invitation. We're super happy, and we're happy we were able to coordinate time frames because obviously, we all work, so it's kind of difficult. But I think this is a great opportunity, and we really appreciate the love that you've sent towards our direction and highlighting Casa Chiesi.
Thank you. And once again, you can visit your website at, let me try it, CASACHIESI.com.
Okay, CASA, that's correct, CasaChiesi.com.
Cheated, I could look at paper. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda. This is great. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.